8 Habits of Healthy Relationships. Did you know that almost 50% of marriages end in divorce? And in many cases, the reason isn't cheating, money problems, or big fights. It's something much simpler. People stop feeling connected. One day, you wake up next to the person you love, and something feels different. The spark that once made your heart race, gone. The deep conversations, replaced by silence. The feeling that you were a team, fading fast. Most couples don't break up because of one big mistake. It happens slowly through small habits that destroy trust, kill intimacy, and turn love into frustration. The worst part, you might be doing these things without even realizing it. But here's the good news. The strongest relationships aren't built on luck. They're built on habits, simple, daily actions that keep love alive, even in the toughest moments. The happiest couples share 8 powerful habits that protect their love, deepen their bond, and keep the spark burning for years. Want to know what they are? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll have the blueprint to a relationship that lasts. Let's dive in. Number 1. Honesty. Honesty sounds simple, right? We all know it's important, but let's be real. Being truly honest in a relationship can be hard. Sometimes, we sugarcoat things to avoid hurting our partner's feelings. Other times, we hold back because we're afraid of how they'll react. And let's be honest, haven't we all, at some point, told a little white lie just to keep the peace? But here's the truth. Real love cannot exist without honesty. Think about it. How can you truly feel safe with someone if you're always second-guessing what they're saying? How can you trust your partner if there's always a tiny voice in your head wondering, are they telling me everything? Honesty isn't just about telling the truth, it's about being real with each other. It means opening up about your feelings, your fears, and your desires, even when it's uncomfortable. Yes, tough conversations can be awkward, but avoiding them? That's what really damages a relationship in the long run. Let's say something is bothering you, maybe your partner's behavior, something they said, or a situation that made you feel bad. Instead of addressing it, you brush it under the rug, thinking, it's not a big deal, I'll just let it go. But over time, these unspoken feelings build up, resentment grows, distance increases, and before you know it, you're emotionally disconnected from the person you love. On the flip side, when you're honest even when it's hard, you create a space where both of you feel safe, heard, and understood. You're no longer guessing what the other person is thinking because you trust that they'll tell you. Of course, honesty doesn't mean being brutally blunt or hurtful. It's not about saying things like, wow, that outfit looks terrible on you, or I hate your cooking. That's just being mean. Honesty with love and kindness is the key. Instead of criticizing, say, I really love when you wear that blue shirt. It looks amazing on you. Or maybe we can cook together and try a new recipe. And if you're struggling to be honest in your relationship, ask yourself, why are you afraid of their reaction? Do you feel like you need to protect them from the truth? Or are you just trying to avoid an argument? Whatever the reason, remember this. Honesty builds trust, and trust is what keeps love strong. Yes, it takes courage. Yes, it might be uncomfortable. But in the end, honesty strengthens your bond and creates a relationship where you both feel truly safe, valued, and loved. So, be honest not just for your partner, but for yourself. It's always worth it. Number 2. Communication. We've all heard the phrase communication is key, but let's be honest, how many of us actually know what that means? Sure, we talk to our partners every day. We share stories about work, remind them to pick up groceries, or ask how their day was. But are we really communicating? Because real communication isn't just talking, it's about understanding. Think about this. Have you ever had a conversation where you felt like the other person wasn't really listening? Maybe they nodded along, but you could tell their mind was somewhere else. Frustrating, right? Now imagine your partner feeling that way. That's how miscommunication starts. And over time, small misunderstandings can turn into big problems. But here's the good news. Communication is a skill. And like any skill, you can get better at it. First, it's not just about what you say, it's also how you say it. Your tone, facial expressions, and body language all send messages. A simple I'm fine can mean 100 different things depending on how you say it. And a smile, a gentle touch, or even eye contact can often say more than words ever could. So how can you improve communication in your relationship? Here are a few powerful habits to start practicing. Listen to understand, not to respond. Instead of thinking about what you're going to say next, focus on what your partner is actually saying. Repeat it back in your own words to make sure you get it. Be clear and honest. If something is bothering you, speak up. Don't expect your partner to read your mind, they can't. And when they express their feelings, don't dismiss them just because you don't feel the same way. Watch for nonverbal cues. Sometimes, it's not what your partner says, but how they act. If they seem distant or upset, check in with them. A simple, "Hey, you seem off today. Want to talk about it?" can make all the difference. Schedule talk time. Life gets busy, and deep conversations can get lost in the chaos of everyday life. Set aside time, whether it's over dinner or before bed, to really connect and talk about what's on your mind. Never communicate in anger. When emotions run high, things get said that we don't mean. If you're feeling upset, take a moment to breathe before speaking. It's better to step away and come back when you can talk calmly. At the end of the day, great communication isn't about talking more, it's about connecting more. It's about making sure your partner feels heard, valued, and understood. And when you get this right, your relationship will feel stronger, safer, and happier than ever before. So don't just talk, communicate. 3. Intimacy. The true meaning of intimacy and why it's more than just physical. When we hear the word intimacy, most people immediately think of physical affection, but true intimacy goes so much deeper than just touch. It's about emotional connection, vulnerability, and feeling truly seen by your partner. Think about it. Have you ever had a moment where you shared something deeply personal, your fears, your dreams, or a memory that shaped you on your partner just got it? That's intimacy. It's the feeling of safety, trust, and closeness that makes a relationship more than just companionship. But intimacy doesn't happen automatically. It's something you build piece by piece, moment by moment. And for it to thrive, there are 2 key things to remember. Trust is the foundation. If you don't feel safe opening up, intimacy can't grow. You need to know that your partner won't judge you, dismiss your feelings, or break your trust. And that goes both ways. Be the person your partner feels safe being vulnerable with. Balance is everything. While closeness is important, so is individuality. Healthy relationships have a balance between we and me. You should feel deeply connected but still have space to be yourself, follow your passions, and maintain your own identity. So how do you strengthen intimacy in your relationship? Here are some simple but powerful ways. Share, don't just talk. Go beyond the surface level conversations. Share your hopes, your fears, and even the little things that make you, you. Be present. Put your phone down, look your partner in the eyes, and truly listen. Sometimes, the most intimate moments happen in the quiet, the late-night talks, the comfortable silence, or the gentle touch of a hand. Express love in different ways. Intimacy isn't just about deep conversations, it's also in the small gestures. A random "I love you," a long hug after a stressful day, or even cooking their favorite meal can bring you closer. Respect each other's boundaries. Intimacy shouldn't feel overwhelming or forced. Some days your partner might need space, and that's okay. A healthy relationship respects both closeness and independence. Laugh together, play, joke, and have fun. Intimacy isn't always serious. It's also about feeling comfortable enough to be silly and enjoy each other's company. At its core, intimacy is about connection. It's about knowing that no matter what happens, you have someone who truly sees you, hears you, and loves you not just for the good parts, but for everything you are. And when intimacy is strong, your relationship doesn't just survive, it thrives. Number 4. Secret ingredient of every strong relationship. Love might bring two people together, but respect is what keeps them together. Without respect, even the strongest relationships start to crack, trust weakens, communication breaks down, and conflicts turn toxic. But what does respect really look like in a relationship? It's more than just being polite or avoiding arguments. True respect means valuing your partner as an individual, honoring their thoughts, feelings, and boundaries, even when you don't agree. Think about it. Do you listen to your partner without interrupting or dismissing their feelings? Do you support their dreams, even if they're different from yours? Do you make them feel heard, valued, and appreciated? That's respect in action. Here's how to build and maintain respect in your relationship. Listen to understand, not just to reply. It's easy to tune out or wait for your turn to talk, but real listening means hearing your partner's feelings and perspectives without rushing to defend yourself. Agree to disagree. You won't always see eye to eye, and that's okay. What matters is how you handle those differences. Instead of proving your point, focus on understanding why your partner feels the way they do. Honor boundaries. Respect means knowing when to give your partner space emotionally, physically, and mentally, whether it's alone time, privacy, or personal beliefs. Acknowledging these needs strengthens trust. Use words that build, not break. Your tone and choice of words matter. Criticism, sarcasm, or dismissiveness can damage a relationship over time. Instead, Speak with kindness even during disagreements. Show appreciation. Never take your partner for granted. A simple thank you, I appreciate you, or I love the way you support me can make all the difference. Respect is a two-way street. You can't demand respect without giving it. Treat your partner the way you want to be treated with patience, kindness, and understanding. When respect is present, love feels safe, communication flows, and trust deepens. It's what turns a good relationship into a truly great one. So ask yourself, are you showing your partner the respect they deserve? Because respect isn't just a relationship, it's the foundation of real, lasting love. 5. Trust, the glue that holds relationships together. Trust isn't something that just happens in a relationship, it's built, moment by moment, through actions, honesty, and consistency. Without trust, even the strongest love can be overshadowed by doubt, insecurity, and distance. Think about it. Can you truly be yourself with your partner? Do you feel safe sharing your thoughts, dreams, and fears, knowing they won't be judged or dismissed? That's what real trust feels like, a sense of security that allows your relationship to grow. But trust doesn't come overnight. It's earned, not given. And once broken, it can take a long time to rebuild. That's why it's important to nurture trust every single day. Here's how to strengthen trust in your relationship. Be honest, even when it's hard. Small lies can chip away at trust over time. Being open and truthful even in uncomfortable situations proves that your words can be relied upon. Follow through on promises. If you say you'll do something, do it. Keeping your word, no matter how small the commitment, shows your partner they can count on you. Be there when it matters. Trust isn't just about big moments. It's about the little things too. Showing up, whether it's offering support after a tough day or remembering the things that matter to your partner, builds a foundation of reliability. Respect boundaries and privacy. Trust isn't about control or constantly checking in. It's about feeling secure, even when you're not together. Giving each other space without suspicion reinforces mutual confidence in the relationship. Communicate openly. If something is bothering you, talk about it. Bottling up emotions leads to resentment, which can weaken trust. Honest conversations, even when difficult, bring you closer. Forgive and rebuild when needed. Everyone makes mistakes. If trust has been broken, rebuilding takes effort from both sides. It requires patience, accountability, and a willingness to heal together. Most importantly, trust doesn't mean always agreeing or seeing things the same way. It means knowing that, despite differences, you're on the same team. It's the invisible thread that holds relationships together, making them stronger, safer, and more fulfilling. So ask yourself, what are you doing today to build trust in your relationship? Because when trust is strong, love has the freedom to thrive. Number 6, equality. The secret to a strong, lasting relationship. A healthy relationship isn't about one person leading while the other follows. It's not about power struggles or keeping score. It's about balance, respect, and teamwork. When both partners feel equal, the relationship thrives. Think about it. Do you feel like your voice matters in your relationship? Do both of you share decisions, responsibilities, and the emotional weight of the partnership? If the answer is no, then something's off balance. Equality means both partners have an equal say. It doesn't mean you'll always agree, but it does mean that both opinions are valued. No one should feel like their needs, feelings, or dreams are less important than the others. Here's how to build equality in your relationship. Make decisions together. Whether it's big life choices or small daily decisions, both partners should have a say. If one person is always making the calls, resentment can build over time. Share responsibilities. A relationship is a team effort. From finances to household chores to emotional support, the workload should feel fair, not lopsided. Respect each other's opinions. You won't always see eye to eye, but listening and considering your partner's perspective shows that their thoughts matter. Encourage each other's independence. Equality doesn't mean being attached at the hip. It means supporting each other's personal growth, hobbies, and goals without feeling threatened. Speak up and listen. If something feels unfair, don't stay silent. At the same time, be willing to hear your partner's concerns and make adjustments where needed. Challenge outdated beliefs. Sometimes, people bring unconscious biases into relationships about gender roles, finances, or decision-making. Healthy couples challenge these ideas and create a dynamic that works for both. True love isn't about control, submission, or one person always making sacrifices. It's about partnership. It's about knowing that your voice matters just as much as your partner's. And that together, you create something stronger than either of you could alone. So, take a moment and reflect. Does your relationship feel equal? If not, What small changes can you make today to bring more balance? Because in love, no one should feel like they're standing in the shadows. 7. Support. Be their safe place. Life can be unpredictable, and the strongest relationships are built on unwavering support. When things get tough, knowing you have someone by your side can make all the difference. Support isn't just about fixing problems, it's about being present. When your partner is struggling, listen without judgment, offer comfort, and remind them they're not alone. Sometimes, the best thing you can do is simply be there, showing them they can lean on you. But support should always go both ways. A healthy relationship means you're not just giving but also receiving. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Let your partner be there for you too. At the end of the day, love isn't just about the good times, it's about standing together through every challenge, knowing you can count on each other, no matter what. Number 8. Friendship. The heart of every strong relationship. At the heart of every lasting relationship is friendship. It's about sharing moments of joy, laughing at silly jokes, and finding comfort in each other's presence. Great friends are honest, supportive, and respectful, and these same qualities are what make romantic relationships thrive. Your partner should be the person who makes you feel like the best version of yourself, someone who lifts you up and reminds you of the love you share. When you build your relationship on a strong foundation of friendship, the bond becomes unbreakable. It's not just about love, it's about having a true companion by your side. Someone who's there through both the highs and the lows. Let's wrap it up. Which of these habits resonates with you the most? Do you see any areas where you could grow together as a couple? Drop a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon for more insights on relationships and personal growth. Thanks for watching, and here's to your happy, healthy relationship.